The techniques for shooting with a super wide-angle lens vary dramatically from the techniques that you would use with a macro lens. The macro lens is a very small image area, and you're controlling all of the lighting with your lights. So it's very easy to control and manipulate the light and to make it the way that you want. With the wide-angle lens, it's a bit more challenging. The wide-angle lens, in some instances, can see up to 180 degrees of picture angle. So in other words, the whole world is in your lens. And there's a bit of an optical illusion that's created when we shoot super wide underwater. Most wide-angle shots with the sunball and the silhouette of the boat and the buddy and a fish in the foreground and all of this stuff going on, most of these appear to be shot from 10 or 15 feet away with a normal lens. In fact, and the key that you can use to tell if this was done, if you see bright reds or oranges or yellows, it tells you that the photographer was probably more like 2 or 3 feet away from his subject. But the wide lens gives us the ability to come in very close to a subject and stretch it back out so that it looks like we're far away. The advantages of shooting that close, of course, are the fact that there's no water column between the lens and your primary subject to muddy it out or to lessen your contrast. But there are some tricks. It will take you a while for your eye to be able to envision what this lens sees. Many times in the beginning, when you look through a super wide, you'll be surprised at how many things are going on in the frame. But I'll give you a couple techniques that you can use to make your close focus wide angle images stronger. The first one is to get close, which is always the rule in underwater photography. But with close focus wide angle, remember that these lenses are capable of focusing up to the dome. So I could actually have an octopus or a dolphin touching the dome lens and he would still be in focus because this lens is located back in the housing and it has that much depth of field. So the first hint that I would give you is to get very, very close to your primary subject. Try to be within a foot or 2 feet with a wide lens. You're going to have to reposition your strobes and back them away for the simple reason of keeping them out of the frame. If those strobes are up in this area, the camera is actually going to see them, or if not see the strobe itself, it's going to see the light flashing off of the strobe when it triggers. So try to get up to your primary subject and shoot it at almost point blank, and then also remember your upward camera angles. Close focus wide angle shots are famous for cover shots, and if you see the sunball and the boat and a diver and some action and all the stuff going on the reef, you can be sure that it's a close focus wide angle. Specifically, if you see the sunball in the image, it tells you that the photographer is pointing the camera almost straight up. That's the only way to find the sun in an underwater setting since it doesn't set behind the coral head. So the challenges of the wide-angle lens are definitely greater than what you're going to get with your macro lens, but the rewards are equally fulfilling.